This is an overview of the labels function in SlopeCharts, which is a very multifaceted and for some people terribly useful feature in the product. And it is available only to paying members. Truth to tell, the applying the labels is available to everybody, but actually making them useful is only available to paying members. In other words, to be able to filter by them, which is what they're all about. Let me show you how to use them. And there's kind of three broad subjects here. The first subject has to do with labels themselves. And what you do is you can right-click on any given symbol and go to the Labels menu. And for yourself, this will probably be blank. These are my own labels that I've created. But that doesn't matter particularly because I'm going to show you how to make your own. You'll also note I happen to have right-clicked on this particular symbol, which has already the labels channel and Dow 30 component selected for it. But those aren't automatic. Those are things you need to assign yourself. And to assign anything, you need to create your own label. So that's why we go to the label editor right there. So I'm going to right-click, Labels, Label Editor. And that brings up a dialog box which allows us to enter new label names, edit existing label names, or delete existing label names. Keep in mind, if you delete a label, all the labels that you've used on symbols will also go away. So you don't want to work hard and apply to a lot of different ticker symbols and then accidentally delete it. So in any case, creating the label is simple. You just type it and click Save. So for example, I might type a Bay Area Companies, and that might be a new label for me right there. And from then on, I could use that label and apply it to any given ticker symbol. I actually don't want that label, so I'll show you the delete feature. Like so, you click on delete, and away it goes. But here are the labels I've got right now. And so, for example, I could edit any of these. So, for example, I've got car related. Maybe I don't like the sound of that. Maybe I'd prefer to call it auto related. Car related, edit. And I would just make this to be auto related and click Save. And there, it's auto related now. So that's where you create them. They're alphabetically sorted automatically, and you just punch in whatever labels you like, and they're at your disposal. And so the way to apply these is simply checking them off one by one. So you could, for example, go to ABG, and these aren't correct, but I'll just show you that I could choose energy for that, or I could choose multiple tops, or what have you. I'm a little picky about my labels, and I don't really want those there, so I'm just using them as an example, so I'm going to get rid of them. Now, as you've already seen, it's a little clumsy to apply labels like that. It's perfect if you want to just do kind of a one-off thing. Like if you realize, oh, Autodesk, if I had Bay Area Company as a Bay Area Company, so I'll choose that kind of thing. So that's perfectly fine for just one shot, apply this label to this symbol. That's perfect. If you're going to do a bunch, though, you will lose your mind doing that. So that's why we have the rapid labels. And that lets you save a tremendous amount of time. It's probably, I've never measured it, but it's probably at least 5 times faster, if not 10 times faster. When you bring it up, it shows you every single symbol from every single watch list. So if you want to spend some time tagging everything you've got, that's fine. Or if you want to hone in on a particular watch list, you can do that. So I could go, for example, to TK Short, and that removes virtually all the symbols. It just hones in on that very specific contents of that list. And what I can do is just use my up and down arrow keys on my keyboard to go from symbol to symbol. And as I am inclined to do, I can just check off any particular labels that I like. And so, if I go this way, I could just go check, 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 what have you, and check them off one by one. So as you can see, the fact that we remain within a watch list and can easily navigate from symbol to symbol and check off multiple labels, which are instantly saved, huge time saver. Yeah, I think I'm going to say 10 times faster easily with this. Incidentally, in the course of doing this, if you think to yourself, oh, I wish I had the banks label or something like that, you don't have to escape this and go back to the label editor. You can just punch it right in directly, and not only do you instantly have a new label, but it assumes for that particular symbol you would like it checked, so it saves you that step as well. But that's not true, so we'll just get rid of banks like that. And that is rapid labels. So the watch list is up here, the up and down arrows navigate, and you just check off the labels that you would like, and if you choose, you can go to new label. Now, anal retentive sort that I am, I would like to delete the banks one because that ain't a real label I want, because I've already got one called finance. So not going to bother with that. All right, so we've seen label editor, we've seen rapid labels. That's all well and good. So what? How do you make them useful? Well, you go to filters. And this is the part that only paying members get. So I just click on watch list and go to filter by labels. You can see we've got at the moment, three different styles of filtering. And you can combine these if you like. You could filter by price and volume and then filter by labels, for example. But for this, we'll just say filter by labels. And it's as simple as can be. All you need to do is check off whatever labels you want to filter for and make the logical distinction as to whether you want to filter for any of them or all of them. So for instance, if I wanted to find out the Dow 30 components that were related to energy, and I wanted all of those labels applied, and I don't know if there's any of these actually now that Exxon's off the Dow, but we'll find out. I can click on done, and looking over here, it has, all right, it's zeroed out just about everything except for Chevron. So that's our one survivor on all that. So that basically filtered it with all of those requirements. Now if I change that to any, it's going to be much broader, because it's basically going to say anything that has the Dow 30 label or anything that has the energy label, let that be shown. And so therefore, instead of seeing just one, here on the core list, I've got almost 50, and up here on the bear pin, I've got 3. So it's a lot more liberal in this, and you can tell that the filtering is going on because so much is grayed out here, and only in the instances where there's survivors you can see a quantity count after those. So and to disable that, to basically see all your symbols again, you just go clear all, and that will remove any of those stringent requirements. And that is everything you need to know about labels.